First and foremost, I'd like to give all acknowledgement, honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harecha, Hakudash, who giveth us forth his servant strength and power to move mountains, and who will deliver us, Lord willing, from the hour of temptation. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us this truth. And shalom unto you, hopeful, sincere, elect members, and 1/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians that truly believe that Yahweh is and that he exists, the Most High, and that Yahweh Shai is the deliverer and will deliver you. Shalom unto you. I'm the brother Abadja from the Los Angeles GMS camp, and we're currently teaching in the San Fernando Valley. The specific location is in Ventura, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying unto you, hopefully, like members. So today after camp, I went to the spot to get some food, and this Edomite, started talking about the needle, and she was pretty much saying there's people like her out there that are against it. She's saying there's people out there, all right? And I was talking to her, and she was talking about 6 months we're gonna go through hell. That's what she said. All right? She's like, 6 months we're gonna go through hell. And through the Spirit, I took it as a warning, like, shit, the Lord might be using this woman to tell me, like, shit's about to go down. Lord willing to do. And part of the conversation, I asked her, how things are bad right now, or gonna get bad. How are you gonna protect yourself? She's from home invasion, or if crime goes up, she says she gonna shoot it out. All right, her and her mom, no husband. Point for bringing this out is that these people that think they're in the know, or might know something from their podcast, and Esau blowing the whistle, they don't really know the full scale, but they know that it's coming. So let's actually start it off with Amos chapter 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. So woe unto 2/3 these Christians, right? These people that are Muslims, right? These Israelites that are not serving Yahweh Shai, that are not even calling upon his name. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? If you're in wickedness, if you're the wicked, what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. The day of the Lord is darkness. We're getting closer to Yahweh Shai's return. And it ain't going to be a pretty thing, man. It's going to be a horror movie for the wicked. All right, but it's going to be rejoicing for the just, the righteous men. As if a man did flee from a lion. There goes your first evil. And a bear mayhem, a greater evil. Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So no escape. These people can't escape the judgment that's coming, especially the wicked. So the Lord is describing it as a metaphor, like, look how it's going to be. As if a man did flee from a lion, a top predator, and a bear met him, something worse than a lion, a bear, but this is all metaphor. Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall. So for a man to like think of this, visualize this. When you think of someone leaning their hand on the wall, they resting. And a serpent bit him, or even touching something. So no escape, man. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? Man. It's going to be a terrible day, man. The Lord said, I am not come to send peace, but a sword. What does the sword symbolize? The instrument of piercing. So let's get Salakia. Let's see. Isaiah 19:1, the burden of Egypt. Modern day Egypt is what? America. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, chariot. Alright, the Abba ship, so-called UFO, and shall come into Egypt. This is prophecy. The Lord is going to take his glorious ride. Ezra's called it the mountain, or likened unto a mountain, Salakia. And he's going to come to Babylon, the best for last. Alright, which is the greatest, wickedest kingdom. And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Paralyzing fear, man. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So civil war. So I was talking to her too, and I don't know exactly how I said it, but she said that there's people like her that are willing to fight. You know, they're not just going to let the government, control them. And civil war will break out. The Egyptians against the Egyptians. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that is possible. Yahweh Shemel Shai has literally brought armies against Israel. And then, when they came, he had them turn on each other and kill each other. Alright? They were killing their own. So, if the Lord has set it up to where the Egyptians against the Egyptians, it's going to happen. Alright? These Americans brawling it out. All right. And they shall fight, everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. We're seeing the spirit of Egypt fail. People are trying to keep it alive, but it's done for, man. And I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards, to the left hand. All right. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them. That's Yahweh Shai. The Lord, he is cruel to the wicked, of course. Said the Lord, the Lord, Yahweh Shai of hosts. Now let's get is it Ezekiel? Ezekiel 35:6. And as I live, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Esau, the so-called white man, blood is going to pursue you. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So for you being a violent, blood, thirst, blood, just love violence and shedding blood, the Lord going to put that on you. All right? Shed your blood. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off it from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. So the Lord is going to eventually cut off this place by the way of thermonuclear missiles. Neoti, I will make Mount Seir utterly desolate, killing off all who try to escape and anyone who return. And only the elect are going to escape this place, man. Like it tells you in 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. Only the elect. Because the judgment the Lord have is going to catch everybody. And just like we read in Amos, if one thing don't get them, another thing will get them. And if that greater evil don't get them, then something else, another, danger. And it says, and I will fill his mountains with slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys, in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return. And he shall know that I am the Lord. So ain't no building back up. Ain't no restoring this land. Soon, man, the Lord's He's gonna take care of you damn devils, man, for good. In your damn place you call home right now, which ain't even yours. All right, let's get Daniel 12, actually. Daniel chapter 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up. Michael, the archangel, is going to have to intervene. The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. So he's going to intervene for the elect. of the nation of Israel. And there shall be a time of trouble. A time of trouble. That doesn't sound like a good time. Alright? We're not in the time of peace, man. We're not in the time of being mirthful and joyous. We're in the time of war. Alright? Because, shit, this time of trouble is going to be like never before. Such as never was since there was a nation. So, no one on earth have ever seen this type of time that's coming, man. It's worse than a lot of ancient, gruesome times where a lot of people got put to death. Man. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So the elect, every one of them, every soul that is written in the Lamb's book is going to be delivered. And we hope to be those men. Because if we're not, shit, man. Yeah, so, the woman was speaking on, like, we're going to go through pure hell in 6 months. 6 months. This ain't the, like, last time where there was just testing. Now it's about to be the real thing. The real, no simulation. And you people are not ready for it. You're only groomed to comply. Alright, but let's slack here, but let me just put this part right here. 2nd Ezra. I gotta read it, brother. It's a lot. So, we'll make it right to the point. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Alright? Everyone in the world. Destruction is coming to you, especially you people here in America. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. It's that time, man. Judgment is coming. Alright? And one people shall stand up and fight against another. Jacob versus Esau. You got a lot of these captains in the police department talking about shooting one dude 100 plus, 90 something times, I believe. Is it 100? Oh, I think he was bragging about 100 plus times he shot one dude. So these Edomites, when that civil war comes, they're gonna be ready to take you Israelites out, man. And swords in their hands. Swords in their hands, man. Guns. Esau, the elites, prepped people with enough guns to ensue that chaos, man. To help bring in that chaos, so when time come, they could restore the order. And the course of their actions. Wait. And I can't jump that part. And verse 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men. Sedition, uprising. And invading of one another. Yeah, I asked her what's she gonna do if someone try to break in your home. She said, I'm gonna shoot him. She had a little hip, like a hip brace on. I'm like, you ain't shooting shit. You women are gonna crumble. and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. No. It ain't gonna be like normal. You get to drive all over America and shit. Alright? You get to travel the roads freely. Nah. Different times now. It's about to be checkpoints set up. Barricades. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You know, when I think about all this, I think about them type of shows where you see them big ass fences and everybody getting sectioned off and guards at the front of it. You know, man, like almost like Resident Evil, you know? They got them soldiers out front, you know. Man, it's gonna be, remember, brothers, we in the so-called future. So Esau is about to bring out his things that he has in place, his technology. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed. And look at that one show, Sing Songbird. Yeah, that's a good one too. And men shall be afraid. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So lawlessness, and literally people are going to be like madman sparing none. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. That sounds like some savage shit, man. Motherfuckers are going to be in a savage spirit. And I think, you know, that needle have something to do with how these people are going to behave too. You see, these people are a little more aggressive now. All right, they're a lot angry now. But shall destroy their houses with the sword. So people are not going to be playing no games, man. People ain't going to be, you know, now they'll hold people hostage and, you know, they'll run from the police. No, motherfuckers are going to be in people's houses. While they're destroying houses, they're going to be raping women, children, shit, men. And they're going to be looking to kill people, man. Because it says, have no pity upon his neighbor. Their houses shall be, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Babylon is one of those privileged kingdom, man, where everybody, even the bums, the homeless, they have some type of privilege. You know, people are able to access food, you know, whenever they want. Not saying bum is privileged like Esau, but I'm just saying like everyone could go get food. You could, you know, everybody's frequently eating. So when that famine come, you know, these people are going to be like zombies. All right, they're going to be like zombies for food. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. All right, they're going to be like zombies for food. Their main objective is to eat. All right, next step they're going to do is eat people. Like real zombies. And cannibalism. And for great tribulation. So that's what's coming to the earth, man. Hey, but Lord willing, you know, this is edifying to the point. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shai. You know, and shalom unto you.